Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Blind. Will we be getting to the end of the Masked Thief mystery here? Seems more like we're gonna just keep getting confused. We as a character are not aware the Masked Thief is infiltrating our group at this point. We're just running out of people. Not even the shockingest turn of events will deter the famed agent of inquiry. Events that are not too shocking. We split up and then this happens. My ever-loyal associate must find Miss Ellie and quickly. Surely if confronted by her constant companions, she can still be convinced to abandon this fool plan. Also, they think that Ellie is the Masked Thief. Possible? Or working with them? Or is unconscious somewhere and the thief replaced them already because they did that again? It could be anything at this point, honestly. Oh, Miss Phyllis. Thought you had already departed in the company of your men, but all for the better, so we conduct the search together. I fear that would only put them at greater risk. You see, the fifth and final member of the Arbiters of Truth, the Phantom Thief's final target, is none other than Hildebrand Mander. Me. Mind you, it is not a role I sought of my own accord. My name and my passion for history are somewhat well known in the Sultanate. One day I received an anonymous letter stating that position in the committee had opened, and I had been chosen to fill it. The letter went on to enumerate my duties, to prevent the spread of historical lies that would sully the name of our illustrious nation. As a high-ranking officer of the Sultan's Warden, I was deemed to be in a particularly unique position to serve as an arbiter. I knew that there were other members of the organization, but was told nothing of their names or identities, to think that my own unknown compatriots were the victims all along. I cannot put any more lives in danger. I'll sequester myself in a place where presence can cause no harm, until such time as the killer is apprehended. Your concern for our well-being is most touching, Miss Phyllis, but there is no need for such caution. As a seasoned inspector, I am more than capable of protecting a lady in distress, and as a gentleman, that is exactly what I shall do. My associates here also stand at your side. Speaking of which, has anyone seen my loyal assistant? Inspector, over here. Hi. Ah, there you are, Nasha. You really shouldn't run off on your own like that. I was worried sick about you. I'm sorry, Inspector. Miss Ellie says she saw someone in the shadows, so I went to take a look. Now, there wasn't anything there but a dormouse, but it was a really cute dormouse, you see. It just kept squeaking and scurrying away, and I just... Pardon me for a moment, Nasha. Yes, my inspector sense speaks to me. Someone is watching us. Arctic, let us split up and canvass our surroundings. Sure. Yeah, split up some more. Woo! Where are we searching? What are we doing? Over here? Search for evidence. Evidence flavored? Over here. Evidence. Beneath the mask, evidence. Down below. It's also an option. Usually it says if it's actually down below. Talk to these guys. Can I allow my presence to put my men in danger? Apologies, Arctic, but I require a moment alone with my thoughts. Where is Miss Ellie? Do you think she went looking for the dormouse too? We are unaware of the situation. I'm not gonna worry about it. There's something. A water-stained letter. Mysterious. Lies conspicuously on the floor. Be wary and be warned. Okay. I've been slightly warned. There's another letter. Trust no one, and your friends all the less. Sure seems to be that way, doesn't it? Another letter here. Look at us, all alone. This will avail you well. Use it wisely. A sachet of demasking dust. Next instant, feel an immediate presence behind you. Oh, it's presence. How present? Godbert. Oh ho! Visit my beloved friend's staunch companion, the mighty Arctic. I was in the area on a matter of business, which I curtailed when I felt a suspicious presence from the shadows. Pursuing it led me here. Perhaps it's the same for you. Everything's so suspicious. It's a real concern. Oh, so your pursuit of the thief of many faces has taken quite the unexpected turn. You have come upon a series of anonymous letters. Mayhap our watcher in the shadows is a friend. Or is this but another trap laid out by the fiend? Yes, the plot thickens like a drop of salamander oil. In either event, I dare say the circumstances call for utmost caution. Thief could be anywhere or anyone. Myself excluded, of course. No mere mask could replicate the physique of this Manderville man. That said, I fear my dear Hildy may be in a bit over his head this time. Allow me to assist in your investigation. Were anything to happen to Hildebrand, his dear mother would, not be pleased. Okay. And we speak with Godbert. Take up this way. Over the people that we left over here. One person left, everyone else bundled into a cabinet or something. Godbert. There he is. The sender speaks true. The villain even now lurks within our midst. Yet we have but a single sachet of demasking dust at our disposal. We'll send by the imposter beyond reasonable doubt before we proceed. You know the players better than I, Arctic. Let's say you have a few words with each of them and see if aught seems amiss. Am I doomed to share the same fate as the others? I'll die sooner than become one of those things. Miscelia is the phantom thief. It's the only logical conclusion, yet I cannot help but feel that another truth still evades us. Inspector Bardian told me all about it. Who would have thunk Miss Ellie was the phantom thief all this time? She sure fooled me. Suspicious that they're coming to this conclusion so quickly. Nothing particularly odd about any of them, you say? It stands to reason. The fiend would not take such a risk if you were not utterly convinced they could pull off the ruse. Curses. This one's not half the fool his son is. Must elude him, and quickly. Time is of the essence. Hey, Hildebrand. I questioned the Sultan sworn outside. To a man they insist they have seen naught of Miss Ellie. Wherever could she have gone? Father, what brings you here? Yes, finally the pieces are coming together. If we kindly stand still and shut up, the fiend already stands among us. Dun dun dun. Inspector Bardian, should hope you are not doubting me. I'm quite convinced that even a master impersonator would struggle to recreate your particular brand of idiocy. The fact remains that anyone here who has spent even a moment alone must be considered a suspect. The thief has proven to be highly efficient at assuming new identities. And that was everybody! An astute observation, my gangly friend. Say this occasion calls for a dose or two of that powder Arctic has here found earlier. There wouldn't happen to be another sachet or two lying about, would there? What remains of our supply has already been distributed to the search party, but worry not, I should be reporting back within a bell's time. Ha! Time might be against me, but just you watch. I'll wiggle my way out of this and turn you into the reeking, drooling corpse you deserve to be. Fear that is more time than we can afford, Miss Phyllis. Fortunately, my powers of deduction will lay the fiend's face bare within minutes. Alright. We know that, given the choice, the thief prefers to impersonate familiar personages. So Miss Ellie has had only passing interactions with my dear father, we can safely eliminate him from consideration. It leaves myself, Nasha, and Artik here. Nasha and I, in particular, have had a close and extended relationship with our suspect. I shall begin by questioning my own assistant. I assure you that none know her better than I. Brilliant reasoning as ever, Inspector. Go on, ask me anything. All the times for this overstuffed buffoon to start talking sense. You ask me anything too obscure, my cover is good as blown. My relationship with Nasha is so close, I dare say at times, as if we share a mind. This Nasha is truly my ever-loyal assistant. Should have no trouble completing my thoughts. Ahem. I'm a Menderville. Man! You pass. Doing what only a Manderville can. From the peaks of Kurthis to Thanalan. Manderville. Man, you're the best, Inspector. A perfect score. You may rest easy, dear friends. This is unmistakably, unequivocally, indubitably the true Nasha. I've never loved you more than now, you marvelous muttonhead you. Nasha, something the matter? Just because you've picked up a few more wrinkles beneath the eyes, there's no need to avert that charming face of yours. Wrinkles? Wrinkles? Look who's talking, you crusty cretinous old... Dun dun dun. Genius Inspector. Dun dun dun. The charade is up, Miss Ellie. Maybe it is her. I don't know what you're talking about. Satchel. Yeah. It's Miss Ellie. You look somehow different. It was all a ruse before, too. Or part of this was a different ruse. It's a series of ruses. Clearly. 500 kill! Woo! Quest complete! Okay. And we continue on here. Hey, Godbert. Everybody else here? They leave? Yep, they're still here. Nope, Godbert's dead. So the letter spoke true. The fiend was in our midst all along. Who wrote the letters, then? My prodigious powers of deduction scream out to me. This woman knows something. Uh-huh. Another two-layered mask, mayhap? But no. This woman bears a striking resemblance to Miss Ellie. I was often certain that Ellie was our thief. What's the meaning of this? How suspect. Her woman. Who is this unfamiliar woman, and what secrets does she hold? Hey, you're getting some glamour dispellers. That is thematically appropriate. Okay. Seven hells. Done in by a muscle-bound muttonhead and his motley troop of mummers. Just who are you? The resemblance to Miss Ellie is most uncanny, and yet... Consulting Inspector Briardian, once again, you failed to measure up to your lofty reputation. Of course we resemble each other. Ellie is, after all, my own flesh and blood, my beloved sister, and my eminently capable partner in crime. 1,000 faces I may wear, but only one name do I bear. You can call me Cece. Charmed, I'm sure. Are you quite alright? Why, you look as if you've seen a ghost. That's why I'm moniker. I assure you that Ellie and I are no specters. We are, mind you, are the last living scions of Scythian aristocracy. Bemused, are you? Befuddled to find two sisters behind the mask? Try using your brains once in a while. Every time you encountered the thief, Ellie was standing right in your midst. No, the thief that 4 times stole the show, oh, and those priceless relics, was me. Meanwhile, Ellie hid in plain sight, flying with just the knowledge I needed to stay one step ahead of my pursuers, all while spinning the hair-raising tales of my exploits that won the hearts of this nation. We owe a lot to you, truly. Why? Without the tales of your hapless attempts to catch me, we never could have risen to the heights of celebrity. Miss Cece, from a gentleman to a lady, I would ask you one thing, and one thing only. Just what is it that you and Miss Elliot hope to accomplish with all of your schemes? Justice. 400 years ago, hunted dogs reduced our once great nation to a nation of zombies. At long last, the cowards that would still justify these foul deeds will suffer the same fate. Wait, the histories say that it was Sultan that turned their own men into zombies. The histories lie. And you work from the shadows, silencing those who would speak the truth. You should have died with your fellows, false arbiter. It was Ulda that ordered the creation of that dreadful powder, and wielded it as a weapon against our proud ancestors. The history of your glorious sultan is built on a lie. What is this madness you speak, woman? Not madness, truth. The powder in my possession was stolen from the Uldan army 4 centuries ago by one of my ancestors. They say it was his final act of courage in the moments before his leg fell off and his rotting head dropped from his shoulders. This is the truth that histories don't tell. Truth that this doe-eyed Sultansworn would kill to keep buried deep in the sands of Thanalan. But your time of reckoning is nigh. Oh yes, before long you and everyone in this rotten nation know firsthand the horrors my ancestors knew. And just what do you mean by that? Oh, how the idiots laugh up the stories. A masked crusader for justice, dashing rebel waging battle against power and authority. Oh, if only they knew. Well, they will see soon enough, when they're eating each other's brains out on the streets. In the last days, before our proud nation was razed to the ground, a band of final survivors stole a vast quantity of the powder from the Uldan vaults, hiding it away in a secret vault sealed with powerful magics. The sole means by which the vault may be opened, by assembling 4 secret relics from Melodia. 4 relics once housed in the royal palace of Sedeh, where the Uldan dogs stole them and claimed them for their own. And so it dawns upon you at last. Yes, even as we speak, Ellie makes for the vault, 4 relics safely in hand. Just think, one day you'll be able to tell your grandchildren you were there when zombie power rained down on Ulda. No wait, you'll all be dead. Preposterous. If you need me, I'll be teleporting out of here. But first, you, my dear. You will not even have the pleasure of looking upon the last moments of your precious homeland. Let your flesh rot like all your rotten lies. I think not, Miss Cece. Hildebrand! You idiot. Just for once, could you not get in the way? Godbert Manderville. I can't even trust your sorry arse to look after him for a day. Huh? Bonk. I knew it. That presence watching over us from the shadows. It was you, my dear wife. Where'd you go? She's right behind me, isn't she? Or up there, coming for the beatdown. This is going well. Am I to understand that you are Hildebrand's mother? Hey, here's Gilgamesh. This is more like it. Hand to hand, skillet to skillet. It's enough to set a warrior's pulse racing. Prepare yourself, Arctic. The time of our final confrontation is nigh. Not even close. Not even close. Do you have potatoes for brains, you overstuffed buffoon? My beloved boy has been turned into a stinking corpse, if you hadn't bloody noticed. You, Arctic or something, was it? Yes? Hildy's told me all about your hijinks together. Pleased to meet you. Wonder Boy's always had a bit of a rebellious streak. What can I say? I come on a bit too strong at times. But can you blame me? This time, I thought I'd sit back and leave things to my sweetheart's husband here. Look where that got me. Help me out, won't you? Yep. Don't have much of a choice, do we? Okay. Well, it started off with a zombie Captain Hildebrand. And we got a new zombie Hildebrand. Everything is going great. Everything is going great. Except for the waiting for Earth's font. That's still not going great. Starting to feel like this is never gonna happen, but you know. We do what we can. Like waiting for NPCs to show up here. There's some of them. There you go. Are we good? On the floor? Still on the wall? Oh, he's on the ground now. Okay. Half the people here are unconscious. Or a zombie. Close enough. Anyways. Reunited with my dear boy for the first time in ages, and just look at him. He's green. Fortunately, there's still time to reverse the zombie curse. And I know just the remedy. A vial of holy water. The ingredients are simple. Tatter of oversoul rags, and a vial of choice distilled water. Simcots at the market stocks the former. The latter you can procure from a trader by the name of Guest. Now hurry. Once the poison spreads through his veins, no antidote will save him. In the meantime, I'll search for the mumbler's bumbling assistant. With any luck, Miss Nasha is still alive. Ouch, that's smart. Egad, Hildy. Looking none too hardy yourself. No thanks to you, you bumbling oaf. Now, are you going to accompany Arctic here and make yourself useful, or do I have to reintroduce you to that wall? But of course, milady. Gilgamesh is ever at your service. Sundries, was it? Come now, Arctic. There is work to be done. Here we go. Procure oversoul rags. The same. Here we go. Where are we at? Are we on the upper level? Yeah, we're here. I'm just gonna pop to the teleporter. That'll be the best way. Shard to here. Sapphire Avenue Exchange. There you go. Could probably have somebody going to deal with the whole zombie powder for the entire city raining down problem. I'm sure we'll get to there eventually. Oversoul rags, you say? Fear that I have only a single chatter left in stock. It's already been spoken for. But my good man, you must reconsider. My dear friend's life, and quite possibly mine own as well, hangs in the balance. I sympathize with your plight, friend, but a man has to make a living. I've been promised a copious supply of rare chimera membrane for these rags. Unless you can offer me the same, no deal. You expect us to be able to summon such a rarity out of nowhere at a moment's notice. Well, look, what do we have here? If it isn't the Warrior of Light from the Colosseum. Funny who you meet at the markets. Hey, how's it going? You might want to get out of here. Imminent death is coming. Also, do you have any chimera bits? As it happens, just returned from my training, and the slaying of 10 chimeras just happened to be my task for the day. If it's chimera membrane you seek, you're more than welcome to a share. Fantastic. My lady, you're far too kind. Don't mention it. If it hadn't been for Inspector Hildebrand and Artek here, I'd still be tag-teaming with that slimy beast and cheating my way to fame and fortune. And I'm the one who pays her debts. If all it'd take me if that wasn't the Tempest. Ever since she confessed her trickery and started climbing back up from the bottom of the ranks, I'm proud to call myself one of her biggest fans. Why, I have half a mind to give you the rags you seek, simply for the privilege of meeting her. But I will take the membranes, though. or he's giving it to us. A kind sentiment, my good man. We are more than happy to uphold our side of the bargain, aren't we, Arctic? And with this, our task here is done. Now let's find this traitor named Guest. He is off. Alright. Rags got this from Guest. He's upstairs again. Near the Chamber of the Rule. Hey. Oh, it's having information of where we're going is very good. Rule. Okay. This way. Quickly now. Before, like, this whole end of the world and stuff. Just a random trader just here in a side hallway up at the top here. Quite the spot for it. The blundering Manderville boy is on his last legs. Needs something of mine to say to him, you say? As you can give me a good reason why I should care. Those bloody Mandervilles are richer than the traders themselves. Yet they have the audacity to haggle me down to last a gil for every purchase. If family line ended today, I'd be happier and wealthier man. Now I believe the ballroom calls. Good day to you, and do pass along my condolences to the grieving parents. Have you not a shred of honor or compassion, that spindly body? Business rival or no, the man's on death's doorstep. After the events of that day, my father will not so easily forgive and forget. It matters not to me. No, my love for you is as deep as the 7 seas. I beg of you, my lady, may I have this dance? Everybody's here. You turn to zombies. Hi. Arctic, what a lovely surprise. You here for the ball, perchance? Yeah, we have a lot of problems right now. Heavens, the poor inspector. Well, if it isn't, the Elapis maiden in the flesh. Let's say you bid farewell to bringing fomps and scruffy adventurers. Share a dance with a cultured gentleman befitting your great beauty. It'd be a pleasure and an honor, both, my lord. Yeah. Provided you first provide my good friend Arctic with a bottle of twice distilled water that he seeks. Yes. Is it worth it? You know this man? Bah. If that is the price you would set, then so be it. Take it. It's barely worth its weight in gil anyway. Now, shall we, Miss Arabella? Take the thing. Here we go. Thanks. What's out here? Getting help. Well, people we helped before. It's a whole system. Yeah, that's a whole system. I knew Hilary to be a worthy rival. To think he was this beloved by so many. Clearly, this realm would deeply mourn his loss. Quickly, Arctic. Let's deliver these goods. There's still time to save him. Indeed. Okay. And with a great sprint, run to where we need to deliver the ingredients. Julian? I trust the two of you wouldn't dare to come back empty-handed. Oh, absolutely not. Oversold rags. Tattered cloth taken from the raiment of a powerful wraith. And the twice distilled water. Second pass through an alembic has removed nearly all the impurities once contained in this water. And there you go. Bloody brilliant. I'd take you over my muscle-headed half-wit of a husband any day. Now stand back and let me show you some real Mandeville home cooking. Thaw, you bloody beggar, guide my skillet. Cooking up a potion. Alright, that should stop it spread. Now it's up to Hildy to flush what's left out of the system. Don't worry, he's my son, after all. And he's still got some fight left in him. Alright. Look who I found. She was slumbering obliviously in a rubbish-strewn corner of Pearl Lane. Boy, did that nap feel good. Yes, I'm sure it did. Arctic, word has it that Ellie has been sighted at the Sudden Ruins. Let's go there with all haste. Yes, indeed. You've done well by my dear boy today. Don't worry, I'll handle things from here. There's a nice warm bed for him. I think I know a few specialists who might know a thing or two about his condition. One of the 7 hells you stand around for, the future of Old Anna is at stake. Indeed. Alright. Arctic, my strength is yours as well. For Old Anna, and for our friend, Hildy. You remind me of my husband, with you having more muscles and sense. If you're so keen on making yourself useful, why don't you run to the markets and bring me some fire crystals? My dear boy Warm is key to fighting off the zombification. Let's see. I believe 20 crates or so should suffice. I'm a warrior, not an yes, milady. Good move. 20 crates of fire crystals. I say, Enkidu, bear we must bear simply to secure my long-awaited final confrontation with Arctic. That said, the events of today have given me cause to reflect. Arctic and Hildy, both, ought to be blessed with such veritable legions of friends, tried and true. But alas, no, not I. No, only one true friend have I ever known. She is long lost to me. You are a fine bird. You've given me great comfort in my travels. We will never be, Enkidu, my one and true companion. Oh, my friend, were you here with me, even Arctic would not stand against our combined might. Oh, Enkidu, wherever you may wander, hear my words, and return here to my side. Enkidu, do you hear me? Enkidu. Ye gads! What was that flash from the heavens? It really blinded me. And what? The crystals. Where have they gone? Fancy meeting you here, old friend. That voice, could it be? My faithful companion, must you always make me wait so? Truths untold. Alright. And instead of quickly getting over to the ruins, we need to start the next quest first. Her last vow. Leon would send you on your way. Reward is 5,000 gil and outfit and emote and pet. The last bit could be. What are you doing dilly-dallying around here? To jog your memory, there's a moonsick maid digging around at the Silda excavation site with her mind set on turning Ulda into the land of the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy is most touching, but don't you worry. Mommy Dearest isn't going to let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. Speak with Phyllis at the Silda excavation site. That's over here. Alright. And now we get out of here. In theory, it might be more dangerous over here, currently, if the zombification powder is all right here. But it'll be more dangerous over here soon enough, if the powder starts falling from the sky and all that. Whole town destroying amount. Possibly even more. Huh. Red. Here's where the Red Mage quest is at right now. More about that later. Alright. Let's... Hey. Managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead, where your friends watch over her as we speak. No matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses to so much as answer. Needless to say, we considered physically incapacitating her. The crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair, filled to the brim with the traitor's spurn. One misstep, and the consequences could be dire indeed. Your only hope, Arctic. Even in her single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. You need not put yourself in undue danger. I only ask that you step forth to where your voice may be heard and call out to your friend's name. I beg of you, Arctic. Surely, if anyone can convince the woman to abandon her madness, it's you. With the chat mode in Say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to call out Ellie. Convince your erstwhile friend and companion to listen to reason. Not very specific. Is that the last vow? Over here. You're in the middle of a fate right now. How slightly inconvenient. Where are they at? There they are. Still in the fate. Here's the destination. Here's Briardian, Nasha, Gilgamesh, Godbreak. Looking this way. Destination. Someone in Say. It's in Say. Here's a software going to call Ellie. It's your excellent friend, companion. Listen to reason. Okay. Say. Ellie. There you go. It's a system. Sit on the powder. Also have a sword. Arctic. I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge. But should you so much as think of interfering, and not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too. So it was you after all. Consider me disappointed. Your sister, Cece, is already in custody. Surrender now, and I'll see that no harm befalls her. How little you understand us, Inspector. Then again, how could one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Cece and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, with only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago, we made a vow. Should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, over our own wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. Now stand down or suffer the same fate as the Ulden dogs you would defend. At least stop this madness. I'm sorry, Inspector. Zombies. Ah! There's too many of them. Yeah, I don't know about that. All a day's work for a mandible man. And now, you could... Well, even bigger hammer. Ah! There's a lot of them here. You only delayed the inevitable. I have an entire legion of undead at my back. At my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildebrand's ridiculously good fortune that you even made it this far. He's as good as 6 fulms under. Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say, underestimate Hildy, and you do so at your own peril. I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the traitor's spurn. Fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out. Balls, there's no end to them. I'm not liking our chances. Greg, was it? Yep, that's my name. It's a shame to lose you, Arctic. Warrior of light that you are, you might yet have served one final purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions. Zombie minions? You fool. You've brought back the zombie commander. General. Did you not remember? When darkness falls and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend in the righteous glare, begging me with a broadsword for my eyes to be believed. Now pose. No, there's not 4 warriors of light that I see. There are 4 gentlemen of light. The brightness. The lightness. Just so, my good man. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me? I'm the ball guy. Aye, we meet again, girl. Tell you I've got my Snurble tonic, while I'll fashion myself a wig from your lovely locks after I rip them clean from your bloody head. Oh, hello there, Mr. Alzheimer. Cora, you're looking absolutely resplendent today. Impossible. The holy water couldn't have cured him. It didn't. Fortunately, our overlord spent quite some time building up an immunity to zombie powder. When we heard that Master Zombierand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action. An immunity to I'm just gonna pretend that makes any kind of sense. He controls the zombies. The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself. It's over. It's all over. Inspector Bardian, you said there was something you would tell me when it was all through. Imagine you have no words for me now. Ellie, your powers of deduction are wanting. Still, you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I have found something, someone, with whom I intend never to part. I care not if it takes years, even decades. When you emerge from your jail cell a free woman, I'll be there. What say you? Trying to kill everyone is not a turnoff for Briardian, apparently. Alright. Miss Ellie, while the crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspersions cast upon your ancestors. You said that the nation of Ona was built on lies. Seeing what I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore history. But know this, I'll do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore. Alright. Gonna have the fight now? Maybe later. Ahem. Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me. Right. If you're quite done playing Cloak and Dagger, I require Arctic's presence for a matter of far great importance. The time for our too long delayed confrontation is nigh. Really? Why the long face, friend? But mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune. Oh! Sword! Hey, is that the sword? Could it be the treaty blade? The true one at that. Indeed it is. None other. I have not the slightest intention of parting with it, save to the one who would defeat me in single combat. But I misspeak. It will not be single combat this time. Is that my cue, old friend? You do. Now that's a bird. Ish thing. I'll be merciful. What's that abomination? Some new breed of void scent. Abomination? Oh, thank you to address my companion with courtesy, girl. But 'twas the most curious thing. There I was, hauling a crate full of crystals for Hildy's mother, thinking about how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu were here. And then came a flash from the heavens. Next thing I knew, there she was. By the gods, it makes perfect sense. Doubtless the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt plea, summoning forth his friend. Nay, no mere friend, rather the primal Enkidu. And the world has now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic. I think we passed that point quite a while back, but okay. Arctic, you may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove so easy a task. And yet, trust you will not shirk from the challenge. I, Enkidu, and I shall await you at Amdapor Keep. "'Tis a ways from here. What better venue for our climactic confrontation? If you would claim the treaty blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies, Enkidu. To the skies." Alright. 2 against 1. That's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come, Arctic, to Amdapor. This is a grave development indeed. To think that one man could summon a primal on his own. I must send word to the Scions at once. Yeah, I've got that under control. I'm the one that's going to need to deal with it anyways, so hey. Oh, but of course, I'd nearly forgotten we had a warrior of light in our very midst. Please, Arctic, you are our only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade. That's a twofer. We can get along with that. Okay. Let's see where this is exactly. Alright. Hildebrand near Amdapor Keep. That is over here. North Shroud, South Shroud. We're doing on this. We're doing no. Hopefully there's more people for this bit. This. Sounds like it's feeling like more like a bonus after the quest chain's done kind of thing happening here. Final unlock and all that. We will see. We will see. We'll get over there first, though. We'll also have to see what requirements there's going to be for this. Because it could be a higher level item requirement. Which would be challenging, because this is the best stuff we've got right now. We will see. Outside this wall. Hildebrand! He's in the ground. Ahem! Is that you, Arctic? Pray forgive me. I was on Greg's trail when I encountered a subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. I will be concluding my investigation forthwith, but in the meantime, I trouble you to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead. Together, we will reclaim the treaty blade from that knave, Arctic. Yes? Just go on ahead. I'll be along directly. Battle in the Big Keep, now accessible. Duty Finder updated with a new regular duty. And it's still part of this quest. Okay. Well, let us look at this in here. Battle in the Big Keep. How many realms has he traversed? How many rivals has he felled? Gilgamesh journeys ever onward in his unending quest for the strongest of weapons. The road is long and lonesome, and a painted rooster, loyal and noble as the bird may be, can bring a man only so much comfort in the darkest and most trying of times. So it was that Gilgamesh turned to the heavens, pleading to be reunited with a long-lost companion. Be it by fortune or fate, his prayers were heard, and the stage of the final confrontation is set. To the victor goes the treaty blade. It is, again, 8 people. Average item level 90. Okay. We're going to X out that. So look at our options here for things with average item level 90. It is only Samurai by a wide margin. We could probably get Red Mage up and running here by finishing that quest. I think we're just going to try to get this done. Standing out here, waiting to go into what could be the last piece of this entire quest line, since the rest of the problems seem to be mostly wrapped up at this point. Final confrontation with Gilgamesh. next time. Goodbye.